Will Chelsea get themselves into the fifth round, or will Plymouth Argyle pull off a shock in West London? Watch until the end of this preview to hear all of my thoughts on tomorrow's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my preview for the match that will be taking place tomorrow afternoon at Stamford Bridge in the FA Cup 4th round between Chelsea and Plymouth Argyle, with kickoff at 12:30 PM UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly I'll run you through the Chelsea team news. I will then be giving you guys my lineup based on the team news that I will be giving you guys very shortly, and lastly I'll be giving you guys my score prediction. So without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. Let's do it, guys. So we begin by taking a look at the Chelsea team news, and in this preview I only have one piece of information for you guys in regards to the Chelsea first team, and it concerns the entire team as well as Thomas Tuchel. And this story explains that there are no new injury concerns for the Blues, and that is good news. But having said that, we are still missing obviously Ben Chilwell, who is out for the rest of the season, and Reece James, as he is not fully recovered from the hamstring injury I think it was that he sustained some time ago. But yes, both of them will be out, but other than that we have everyone else back. So that's good news. That is great news for us, and that is the only story that I have for you guys in regards to the Chelsea first team. So we shall now move on to my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you. Let's get into it. Now I am going to run you guys through my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you, and yes, I will begin by talking about my formation of choice. And in the case of this lineup, my formation of choice is a 4-1-4-1. Sorry for the noise in the background, there's nothing I can do about that. But anyways, yes, I've chosen to go with a 4-1-4-1, and the reason why I've done so is because we used it against Tottenham Hotspur and it worked really well. We played really well. We picked up a deserved win against Tottenham Hotspur, and I think that we should use it again for those reasons. On top of that, I don't think that we have the personnel to use a back three, and we certainly don't want to be using 5 defenders against a side that we know we can get joy against. And that's me not underestimating, or that's not me underestimating Plymouth Argyle whatsoever, because I know it's the FA Cup and anything can happen. But I'm just saying that we don't want to be using 5 defenders against Plymouth Argyle when we've especially when we've got the Club World Cup coming up very soon. So yeah, that's why I've gone with 4-1-4-1 as well, or that's another reason as to why I've gone with a 4-1-4-1. But yes, those are the reasons as to why I've gone with the aforementioned those are the reasons as to why I have gone with the aforementioned formation. And in terms of the personnel I've decided to go with, in goal I've gone with Marcus Bettinelli. Obviously Edouard Mendy is still in the African Cup of Nations, or Africa Cup of Nations shall I say, to correct myself. He will be Senegal will be in the final, so he will most likely be playing. So of course he's not available for tomorrow's tie. Kepa for me should be on the bench, and Marcus Bettinelli should start for me because yes, he conceded against Chesterfield, but for me he had next to nothing to do otherwise. But I do believe that he should be starting, and if anything he will be starting, because on the Chelsea website there was a picture of him up, or there must have been a picture of him in the program, I don't know, but there was said to be something in regards to him online on the Chelsea website. So for me, he's starting, and that's why I've gone with him in goal. I hope that made sense. But in terms of my back four, and yes, we're going to go from right to left, I've gone with Cesar Azpilicueta in the right back position, purely because of the fact that I just don't know who else can play there. Yes, we've seen the likes of Xavier Simmons play in a similar position in the Carabao Cup against Brentford, but for me, I don't think we should experiment. I think we should put someone who knows how to play there, or is comfortable in that position, shall I say. And Cesar Azpilicueta is definitely that. We all know he can do a job there. Um, yes, he's getting older, but he can still do a job there. I mean, he showed it against Tottenham Hotspur, so if he can do it against Tottenham Hotspur, he can definitely do it against Plymouth Argyle. And again, that's not me underestimating them, it's just me establishing a difference in quality between the two sides. But yes, Cesar Azpilicueta at right back. In terms of my two centre backs, I've gone with Andreas Christensen and Malang Sarr. Andreas Christensen because he hasn't been playing, because he has been isolating due to the virus, but he has been absent, and Malang Sarr because he's been absolutely brilliant recently. For me, he was very fortunate to not have his leg snapped in two after that challenge, after he received that challenge from Matt Doherty, which I still cannot believe he did not get sent off for. It was an absolutely ridiculous challenge, and some of my Spurs friends admitted that he should have been sent off for that. But anyways, I digress. Malang Sarr has been absolutely brilliant, and yes, in the last game he played, he did play as a left back, but he has been solid defensively, so he deserves to play. And now to complete my back four, I've gone with Lewis Hall in the left back position because for me he was the man of the match in the match against Chesterfield. He was absolutely brilliant. Nothing went past him. He was bombing forward really well. He was moving the ball really well and was passing it really well. So for me, he deserves to play. If he doesn't play, I'll completely understand. But for me, he deserves to play. That's my back four. In terms of the midfield, in the defensive midfield position, I have gone with Jorginho because we will need someone to help out the players who don't necessarily get as much game time. And Jorginho is that he dictates play really well, and he is able to spray a ball from deep. And I think against Plymouth Argyle, we're probably going to need that. So that's why I've gone with him in the defensive midfield slash deep line playmaker role, if you like. But yes, that's why I've gone with Jorginho in that position. In terms of the two central midfielders, I've actually changed it up a bit, and I've gone with Kai Havertz and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yes, you guys are probably going to wonder why I've put Kai Havertz as a number 8 when he is more of a number 10. And the reason is because I do believe that he needs game time, and I believe that Thomas Tuchel will go with this formation tomorrow. I've seen him play as a number 8, and he has it in him to play as a number 8. No, it's not his best position, but he definitely has it in him. So that's why I've gone with him in this position. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek for me needs game time. Thomas Tuchel, Thomas Tuchel does believe in him, and I think that this is the game for him to get some form going because he hasn't been playing recently. But when he has played, he has been decent, I'd say. But yes, I've gone with those two as our number 8s, and that's my midfield. In terms of the two wingers, I've gone with Callum Hudson-Odoi in the right wing position because, yes, some people will argue that he prefers to play on the left, but he can do a job on the right. And yes, you can also argue that he did play really well off the left-hand side in the last round against Chesterfield, where he was actually one of our best players, if I'm being completely honest. But yes, I've put him on the right-hand side, and I've gone with Kennedy on the left-hand side. You're probably wondering why I haven't switched them round, and I actually was contemplating doing so because, of course, Kennedy is left-footed, Callum Hudson-Odoi is right-footed, which would mean that they could cut in and allow the fullbacks to get into space that they vacate. But yes, I've gone with those two in the respective positions because they will most likely alternate anyway. And Kennedy is left-footed, which of course means that he'll have an enhanced ability to cross the ball with his left foot in a natural manner. But yes, those are the two wingers that I've gone with, and up front, and to complete my lineup by giving you who I've gone with up front, I've gone with Timo Werner. For me, Romelu Lukaku should not start this one. We've got the Club World Cup coming up very soon, and we don't want our big name players. Yes, I know Timo Werner is a big name player, but we've paid 100 million for Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, we don't want him getting injured, and I'm just going to leave it as that. Yes, I know there are fans out there who still haven't forgiven him for that silly saga in regards to his thoughts on how he left Inter Milan. I'm not even going to talk about it too much because I just don't care. But yes, I've gone with Timo Werner up front. I thought he played really well against Chesterfield in the last round. He got a goal, so he should be feeling confident going into tomorrow's game if he starts. But yes, we'll just have to see. But yes, I've gone with Timo Werner up front. That is my lineup. Please, guys, do drop your lineups in the comment section below. And as always, I shall do my very best to respond. But here's a graphic showing you guys the formation that I've chosen and the players that I've chosen for my lineup. We shall now move on to the final part of this preview, which is, of course, my score prediction. Let's get into it. Now, to wrap up this preview, I'm going to give you guys my score prediction. I have chosen to go with a 3-0 Chelsea win because we have what it takes to get the job done. As I've said quite a few times in this preview, I'm not underestimating Plymouth Argyle, and I'm certainly not going to do so in this particular part of this preview either, because it's the FA Cup and we just don't know what can happen. We never know what can happen in a game of football. That's the beauty of it, and that is certainly the beauty of the FA Cup. But yes, I've gone with a 3-0 Chelsea win. Hopefully we get the job done. It would be nice if we got ourselves into the 5th round without too much trouble. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. That's why I've gone over a 3-0 Chelsea win. Feel free to drop your score predictions in the comment section below. I'll do my very best to respond. As always, that is it for this preview. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you very soon. Come on, you Blues. Come on, Thomas Tuchel. And peace.